And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Come to my work. We off. Come to my work.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
First down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Dancing to his left. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 24.
He's coming. Attack.
Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mahomes now to throw. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. There he goes left side. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I'll tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
Let's stop.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 4th the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 64 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jackson to throw again. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
now you can go. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll roll him out right, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. The 30, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This time Jackson will throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And just throw it away. Flushed out to the right. Tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Flush to his right. He finds McCoy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Letting one go deep for Roberts. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They'll run here with Ingram. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Robinson's got it. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jackson throwing again. Forced out to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, 43 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. And nowadays in NFL, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. After the sack on first down, Mahomes, that one complete to Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Two big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 48 smart.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mahomes to throw once more. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it third down. Now it's Mahomes again, and that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch? Is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
Jackson throwing here, complete to Boyle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Jackson, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Third and goal, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense. Really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jackson, and it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Gets this one to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Mahomes flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mahomes firing complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
57. Mike, 57. Oh, here we go. Oh. Scene 6.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
54, Mike 54. Under 10.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Room here to run. 17 yards to pick up there. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw, Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.